today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw on third down, Rutherford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A first down and then some, 36 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, Rutherford. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down inside the 30.
The numbers for McLaurin a week ago.
5 catches, 127 yards, and a score.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They'll look to throw again. A little short pass. This is Everett.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Rutherford. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Rutherford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver line is goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They need it. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long.
Last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty. It's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
As a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game.
You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about it. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey
On that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a
To go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it down. It really loosens them up.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rutherford. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Drake Jackson
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Fielded just inside the 30. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Throwing here, Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Purdy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading 1st half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Dan, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So if you like field goal, the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. On the return is Henderson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off and improved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Purdy now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Again, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. Rutherford under pressure, and they got to him again.
Nick Bosa, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rutherford. A little short pass. This is Everett. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Fielded at the 33. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Purdy.
Oh, a great grab by Kittle.
That's good for 28 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
An unsuccessful attempt at the two-point conversion, and it was a triple option play, and they chose option one, handing it to the fullback, and that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
Throwing on first down. Rutherford, a little short pass. This is Everett. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Back to throw. Rutherford.
This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Operating from the gun. Rutherford. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Rutherford setting up the screen. Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on third and long. Rutherford. That's Samuel. Caught left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
Back to throw. Rutherford, little short pass. This is Everett. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
Here's second down and 3.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Rutherford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
28 yards.
And the 49ers are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw on 2nd down.
Rutherford. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That'll be their 3rd and... final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw again.
A little short pass. This is Everett.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rutherford, one last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Niners, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.